by distinguished Senator Okowa for the Adoa.
Mr. Penot, I move that the votes and
Ogun West, distinguished Senator Babalola Akin Kama. Anyangba in Kogi State, who are in the gallery, acknowledge the presence of students of Department of Mathematics, the Association of Igbo Students, that's what the University of point of order, distinguished.
Thank you, Mr. President. There was an incident at the River State House. What happened was that since the 6th of May 2013, the River State House of Assembly had not sat because the State Police Command withdrew police protection from the House of Assembly. However, after about 63 days that the Assembly could not sit, the Assembly received a communication from the governor that he wanted to come and make a presentation to make some alterations in the state budget. And the Assembly therefore wrote to the police and decided to reconvene after not sitting for 63 days. When they met in the premises of the Assembly, 32 members came into the Assembly and tried to impeach or destabilize the House and beat up the Speaker, the Majority Leader, and other members of the Assembly who were forced to run out of the place. And then they tried to impeach the Speaker with 5 members. The River State House of Assembly has 32 members, and a quorum of the House should be 11 members. Be that as it may, Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, the majority members were able to come back, and then the House sat. But before that happened, there was a fracas, there was a fight, and several honorable members of the State House of Assembly were injured. And surprisingly, Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, this was happening at the House of Assembly, which is directly opposite the River State Police Command headquarters on Moscow Road. The two premises are directly opposite each other. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, at the time this was going on, because of the letter the Speaker had written to the Commissioner of Police, and there were policemen in the premises, the assumption of everybody was that these policemen were there to protect the Speaker and all members of the House of Assembly. But unfortunately, this was not the case. This incident happened right under the nose of the police headquarters. So I want to bring this to the attention of the Senate, confident that this August Assembly is committed to upholding the principles of the Nigerian Constitution, and we all know that from our Constitution, the impeachment of a Speaker or a Governor, 2/3 of the members of the Assembly is required, and that this incident, as disturbing as it is, has ramifications that is beyond the House of Assembly. It is capable of disturbing, if not undermining and destroying, the democratic institutions in the state. It could lead to a breakdown of law and order, and even as we speak, the incident had continued to generate tension in the state. And even this morning, I hear there was shooting of tear gas even into the government house. It is clear, Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, that the River State Police Command, under the command of the President Commissioner, is incapable of controlling the situation in the state, and that this Senate needs to do something in order to save not just the House of Assembly, but indeed to save River State and to save our democracy. I submit this explanation for your consideration, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Senator. And it is in the interest of state assemblies not to do anything that will portray legislators as irresponsible, because that is not what we are. Clearly also, what is happening is totally unacceptable, and it must be condemned in the strongest possible terms in its entirety, irrespective of who is involved, who is directly involved, or who is behind it. It is not a situation that we expect, and we will not want it to continue beyond this point where it has reached. democracy involves dialogue, give and take, and at every point people must learn to dialogue, to discuss and bring issues to the table, not to fight over issues to the level where it has reached. But because of the urgency, I also believe that this Senate must take immediate steps to protect democracy, to protect this country, and to ensure that democracy continues to grow and improve in the country. I believe that Senator Abe has raised very serious issues, and I think it is proper that we take steps to ensure that the Rivers State Assembly is restored to normalcy so that they can continue their activities in terms of legislation. I think that in respect of this, I will hand over some resolutions to the Senate leader so that he can read it out from there, because I cannot propose resolutions from here. But in order for us to be able to get the facts so that we are also properly briefed and that we are not operating just by the things that we see and hear from the media only, I think it is appropriate that we send our committee to go and investigate for us. In the meantime, while that is going on, I want to appeal to all the parties involved that they shield their swords until we're able to get a feedback from our committee and we're able to take resolution. Let me also state here in very clear terms that this Senate will do everything possible, even if it means sacrificing our blood, to uphold the Constitution of this country. We will defend the ordinary people who are voiceless and who have nobody else to defend them except those of us who are elected to represent them. And there should be no mistake in anybody's mind at all as to our stand on that basic and fundamental issue. I also believe that the relationship between the governor and the commissioner of police is not the best at the moment, and the IG must take immediate steps to ensure by whatever means that does not continue, because the governor and the commissioner of police must learn to work together in all the states, not just in Rivers State. There has to be synergy, there has to be understanding based on the terms as specified in the Constitution. As human beings, there may be disagreement, but it should not be to an extent where it will result into breakdown of law and order. The leader of the Senate, based on these few remarks, I think you may want to read what the resolutions should be.
That this very distinguished Senate condemns in strong terms the crisis in the Rivers State House of Assembly, which portends danger for our democracy.
Those in favor of the resolution say aye. Aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it. Next.
I further move that this distinguished Senate mandates its Committee on States and Local Governments to forthwith investigate the remote and immediate causes of the crisis in the Rivers State House of Assembly and report to this distinguished Senate in 1 week.
Those in favor of resolution 2 say aye. Aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it. Next.
That in the interim, this distinguished Senate resolves that in the interim, all parties to the crisis maintain the peace and status quo and refrain from any action capable of jeopardizing the security of lives and property in Rivers State.
Those in favor of resolution 3 say aye. Aye. Against say nay. The ayes have it. Next.
That this distinguished Senate will at all times uphold the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Yes, but for the sake of emphasis.
The Senate further resolves that the Inspector General of Police should take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the State Commissioner of Police. That the Inspector General should take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the Rivers State Commissioner of Police.
Resolution 5. Amendment. Please, I think it's strong enough. Those in favor of resolution 5 say aye. Against say nay. Well, hold on. Well, what is going to happen? I'll put the question, and if they will be, but hold on, please. And in making our recommendations, we make sure that we make recommendations that in the position of the Inspector General of Police, with his operational capability, he will make a judgment that will be in the interest of the police. So I want to just caution before we make a recommendation that may appear to be difficult or contravene the operational responsibility of the Inspector General of Police. Victor, I would like you to read the resolution once more.
Of Police should take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the Rivers State Commissioner of Police.
Those 5 say aye. Against say nay. Once more. Once more. thank you very much for settling down once more. I believe that this issue of affecting the Commissioner of Police or the relationship between the governor and the Rivers State Commissioner of Police shouldn't have taken this tone. But however, we have exercised our legislative right once more, and we're back to session. I want to urge my distinguished colleagues that we settle down, because we are looking at the nation, not at Rivers State. We think that whatever decision we take here is in the best interest of democracy and in the best interest of this country. On that basis, I would like to maybe read the resolution by the leader. If you give it to me, leader, then I can read it. Amended, urge the Inspector General of Police to take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the Commissioner of Police. Now, please, we have urged the Inspector General of Police. Okay, and I'll put the question on that now. Those in favor, those in favor of the amended resolution, say aye. Those, please, Abe, we cannot be sitting down here and be discussing day-to-day activity in Rivers State. Please. We spent the whole day. When I finish, then you can call for a vote. You can call for a division. Urge the Inspector General of Police to take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the Rivers State Commissioner of Police. Those in favor of the amended motion, say aye. Aye. Against, say nay. Nay. The ayes have it. Yes, point of order, Omorare.
I proudly represent the people of Osho East, Ife-Ijesha Senatorial District. My point of order is Order 73. The side notes.
Read.
Yeah, go ahead. Side notes, division in the Senate and Committee of the Whole. 73.1. Any senator may challenge the opinion of the president or the chairman by claiming a division.
Yes.
73.2. If the opinion of the president of the Senate or in the Committee of the Whole of the Senate, the chairman, as to the decision of a question is challenged, the president of the Senate or the chairman shall direct that the lobbies be cleared, and on such direction being given, all doors leading to the chambers shall be locked, and the division bells shall be rung for 1 minute. 3. After the lapse of 2 minutes from the direction to clear the lobbies, the president of the Senate or the chairman shall put the question a second time, and if his opinion is again challenged, a division shall be taken by the clerk, calling each senator's name and asking each senator separately how he desires to vote and recording the vote accordingly. The clerk shall thereafter The clerk shall thereafter read the names and announce the number of those who have voted for and against the proposal, and the president or the chairman shall declare the result of the division. 4. Every senator present unless he expressly says that he declines to vote, shall record his vote either for yeas or for nays. The clerk shall add a statement of the names of senators who decline to vote. My perspective, sir, is that there has been equality of votes. There has been equality of votes, worst case scenario, and I'm of the perspective that the nays have it. I'm therefore, sir, with extreme respect to your person and your position, ask for a division. As I'm talking to you, the State House of Rivers State has been taken over by militants. We cannot afford to sit here as senators and watch the republic recline into state of unlawfulness. And I'm of the perspective, sir, that the nays have it. I'm calling for division.
I direct that the lobbies be cleared. And please. I direct that the lobbies be cleared, that all doors leading to the chamber be locked, and because we don't have a division bell, we'll just assume 1 minute. I'll put the question once more, but let me also explain the implication of the question that I'm putting. Because once we take a division, depending on which side gets the higher vote, if the nays to it have a higher vote, this particular resolution, this particular prayer dies. And yes, please. That the Senate urge the Inspector General of Police to take immediate steps to address the issue of the broken relationship between the Governor of Rivers State and the Rivers State Commissioner of Police. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Unless he expressly says that he declines to vote, shall record his vote after the ayes or the noes. The clerk shall add a statement of the names of senators who decline to vote. The clerk shall thereafter read the names and announce the number of those who have voted for and against the proposal, and the president or the chairman shall declare the result of the division. So, sorry, before your point of order, that's why I was asking Omowolare to.
3 says a senator may challenge the opinion of the president or the chairman by claiming a division. 2, if the opinion of the president of the Senate or the committee of the whole Senate, the chairman, as to the decision of a question is challenged, the president of the Senate or the chairman shall direct that the lobbies be cleared, and on such a direction being given, all doors leading to the chambers shall be locked, and division bell shall rung for 1 minute. 3, after the lapse of 2 minutes from the direction to clear the lobbies, the president of the Senate or chairman shall put the question a second time. If his opinion is again challenged, a division shall be taken. So if it's not challenged, I don't think we can take any further step. Let him challenge it now. It has not been challenged.
My name remains Babajide Omowolare, and I proudly represent the people of Osun East. With due respect, like I said earlier on, with extreme due respect, I called for division, I called for point of order, I called for division under Order 73, and I'm of the perspective that is still pending. 73.3.
No, Senator Omowolare, just challenge it. I'm allowing, hold on, just listen, please. I'm allowing latitude. For once, let us test where we stand on issues. I think we should do it. For once, let's test where we stand on issues. So I just want you to challenge it so that we can go to division.
The ruling of Mr. President again under Order 73.3. I so challenge.
Find the clerk.
Mr. President, my name is Nayabari.
Senator Abatami.
Distinguished colleagues, my name is Nuruddin Abatami Usman. I represent the good people of Kogi Central, and I stand here today on the side of democracy, and I vote.
Please, there is no room for speech. You just yes or no. Please.
Okay, so thank you for the guidance. Mr. President, distinguished senators, my name is Nuruddin Abatami Usman, Kogi Central. I vote nay.
Mr. President, my name is Magnus Nge Abe. I represent Rivers Southeast Senatorial District, and I vote no.
Miss Matt. Senator Adeyeye Olushola. Senator Adokwe Suleiman. Senator Agbola Ayola. Yes. Senator Ahmed Barata Hassan. Senator Ahmed McAfee. Senator Al-Hassan Aisha. Senator Bagudu Abubakar Atiku. Senator Boniface Robert. Senator Bacha Emmanuel. Yes. Senator Chuba Okaribo Margaret.
Nay.
Senator Chukwumerije Uche. Senator Dahiru Umaru.
Aye.
Senator Dariye Joshua. Senator Ekweremadu Ike.
Aye.
Senator Emmanuel Porker.
Yea.
Senator Etainan.
I vote yes.
Senator Eswene Helen.
I vote yes.
Senator Aloysius.
It's not coming. Please, nay.
Senator Plenary Boluwaji.
Yes.
Senator Kure Zainab.
Yes.
Ende Domingo. Senator Dunsi Babalama. Senator Woji Sonny.
Yes.
Senator Judu Babafemi. Senator Kuwa Ifeanyi. Senator Omo Rare Babajide. Senator Otu Basi. Senator Gyang Yam Pajo. Senator Tuko Bello Mohammed.
Yes.
Senator Uba Andy.
Abstain 3, absent 7, nays 47, ayes 50. Settle down.
Of the legislators in Rivers State. I think we shouldn't bring ourselves to that level. Please. And we deserve some level of decorum also amongst ourselves. This is on live television. We're taking every step across the whole world. And I beg over purpose to overrule the gate on that issue. Because the whole world, I think if you have any other results, that your own cannot be valid. This is the authentic result. We must keep it to ourselves because we subjected ourselves to this one now.
To just go on and arguing that we have got another figure is not valid. That figure is not a valid figure on the floor here. And what? Well, you can go to tribunal, but the chairman, the chairman of the tribunal is myself. So what this means is that the resolution 5 stands. the Leader of the Senate.
1. 3. Senator Dahiru Bako Gasol.